Hello, everyone. This is Cambridge Ukrainian Studies webinar. Today we're hosting a sort of a lesson for absolute beginners in Ukrainian. So we just like to wait for more people to join in. But thank you very much for signing up for this event. I'm personally very thrilled about this opportunity to teach Ukrainian to whoever is available. Every year at Cambridge Ukrainian Studies, we host different meetings, different events. But unfortunately, due to the coronavirus pandemic, now we are moving them online. So this is one of our online events. And there are more to come, but this lesson of Ukrainian will be the only one-time event. And at the end of this lesson, you most likely will be able to read Ukrainian, know Ukrainian alphabet, be able to read anything in the street while walking around the streets anywhere in Ukraine, pretty much. And also you will, at the end of the lesson, you will receive some resources that you can use for broadening your knowledge for learning Ukrainian deeper. And again, thank you very much for joining. I am going now to share my presentation with you, so you can all see it. Okay. Now you're supposed to all see the presentation. I'm sorry. About Ukrainian alphabet. The Ukrainian alphabet is very much different from the English one. It's a Cyrillic alphabet, so that means if you speak or are able to read Russian or Bulgarian or Belarusian, you will be. It will be very easy for you to catch Ukrainian alphabet. There's almost no difference. It consists of 33 letters, and each letter represents a sound. So why does that matter? Almost every sound is represented by one letter, so that facilitates reading. For me, as a native Ukrainian speaker, it was hard to learn English, particularly because you're never sure how to read some word. But in Ukrainian, the reading is very much phonetic. So it means you read every single letter, and there are no silent letters. In this sense, Ukrainian is very easy to read. So once you know Ukrainian alphabet, you will be able to read anything you want. You might not be able to understand it, but you will definitely be able to at least pronounce it. In case you're interested about the picture, this is the picture of a famous Ukrainian artist, Maria Primachenko, who's doing her works in naive art genre, and I think that might be interesting. I personally really like her. So when we're talking about Ukrainian alphabet, there are many ways to talk about it. You can take consonants and vowels, but there is also this paradigm of that I personally like, because I think it's funny, where you have all the letters divided into 4 categories. These are your true friends, your false friends, or I would even call them tricky friends. And you can have your new friends, and you have your special friends, or I would say complicated friends, and I will explain each group more specifically. So let's start with the true friends. These are the letters like A, M, K, O, T. They are called true friends because they are written the same way as they are in English, and they have pretty much. Sorry. They have pretty much. I'm sorry. They have pretty much same sound. So this. I'm sorry. This is letter A, and it represents sound A. Letter M represents sound M. Letter K in English alphabet represents sound K. Letter O represents sound O. And letter T represents sound T. So far, very simple. For example, here is a letter A. Letter A. Could you please repeat after me? A. So A, here you can see a transcription, A as in armor. Yeah, congratulations. Now you learned your very first letter, very first word in Ukrainian, because A, it's also used as conjunction. It means and or but. We could focus, I could give you examples of how it works, but I think it's too early yet. So let's go further. Letter M or M. Could you please repeat after me? M. So M is a letter as in mom. Yeah, and now we can learn your second Ukrainian word, which is m a or mama. Mama. Could you please repeat after me? Mama, which means mom. Now there is letter K, which represents sound K. K as in kit. K. And there is a word mak. Could you please repeat? Mak. Mak, which means poppy. This flower as on this picture. Now there is letter O. In English it sounds more like O. In Ukrainian just O. So it is as an O, or got, or law. Yeah, O, very like long sound. O. And there is a word in Ukrainian, K O M A, comma, comma, which means comma. I'm sorry for the problems with presentation. Now there is letter T. T. T as in cat. For example, there is a word tak. T-A-K. Tak, which means yes. And tak was this particular thing was a logo of one of Ukrainian presidents and his campaign. This is called, his name was Yushchenko. Then there is also a word T-A-T-O, tato, which means dad. Tato, tato. Another group of words is your false friends or your tricky friends, and this is because they look like you might. I'm sorry, I'm gonna change presentation just a second. It is really annoying. Okay. So now you are supposed to see my screen. Hopefully this will make it easier. So tricky friends. They are called tricky friends because you might think that you know them, but you don't. So these are the letters that exist in English and Latin alphabet, but they make different sound in English than in Ukrainian. So, for example, this is letter B, which makes sound V, V. So it's not B, it's V. This is letter U, U. This is letter R, R, R. This is letter S, which makes sound S, S. This is letter H, H. This is letter N, N. And this is a very special letter. We call it meký znak or soft sign. But let's get to each of these letters in detail. So first, there is letter V. As you can see, the uppercase and lowercase. V, as in vet. Yeah, it's not W, it's V. V, V. And V itself is a word that means in. V, in. Another letter is U, U. Yeah, it looks like English Y, but it's letter U. It makes it sound as in look, look. And U is also another word for in. Then there is a letter R or R. It looks like English letter P, but makes sound R, as in red. Yeah, Ukrainians make this, rolling R's, which might be a little bit hard to pronounce, but still it comes with practice. So try to say the word with me. T-U-R, tour, tour. And now I would like to you to guess, what does tour mean? For this, I'm going to start a poll, so you can vote and guess what tour means. Is it a tower? Is it a tour? Is it a team? Okay. I see that some people are asking questions. I can take, please remember your questions. I can take some questions at the end of this webinar, so you can ask whatever you want to know. So as we might see, most of the people voted, I think it's pretty clear, tour, which exactly what it means is tour means tour. So very, very, very good. Now let's go for another word, another letter. This is letter S, which makes sound S, as in grass, grass. And there is a word in Ukrainian that you can read, S, U, M, A, suma, suma. And we don't know what it means, but I am going to do another poll so you can try to guess it yourself. This might be slightly more complicated, but let's try. So what does suma mean? Is it sum? Is it a ball? Is it an alphabet? Okay. Well, most of the people are, they might see, voting for some, which is absolutely correct. Suma means some. I'm surprised how many people here already know some Ukrainian. Good. So you can see that it's very clear. Suma means sum, as the sum of, I don't know, 2 and 2 is 4. Very well. Let's go for another letter now. It's letter H. It makes sound H. It looks like an English X, but don't let this trick you. It's H. It's almost how when you're, breathing the air out. H, 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 as in Scottish Loch Ness. And there is a word that you can use with this sound, with this letter, which is H, A, T, A, chata, chata. Yeah, it's almost you're just breathing the air out. You're almost just breathing the air out. H, chata. It means a house in the village or cottage, and if you Google it, this is basically what you will get, like an old type of Ukrainian house. And what is specific with this house on the left, that this is Hata, where Taras Shevchenko, a very famous, iconic Ukrainian poet, was born. So now, this is also a very tricky letter. It looks like English H, but it makes sound N, N. So this is letter N, it makes sound N, as in near. And there is a word that you can use with it, N, O, T, A, nota, nota. I think it should be pretty much obvious what it means, but let's try it out. I'm gonna raise another poll so you can guess yourself. What does nota mean? Is it dance? Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong poll. Wrong poll. Okay, so what does nota mean? Is it a musical note? Does it mean no? Does it mean basket? I think no one's voting for basket. Some people voted for no, and most people voted for musical note, which makes sense. Nota means musical note. So you all guessed very, very well. Yeah, you can see now results. Nota means musical note. Musical note. Good. Now there is a soft sign. It looks like English B, but it does not exist in English, so it is hard to explain. Basically, it softens the previous consonant. For example, there is word myć. You can see t and meki znak, soft sign, make sound t. So, for example, if it would be a hard sound, you would do t. When it's softened, it does t. So your mouth is just, does a slightly different sound. So t and t. Vis, so without soft sign, it's s. With soft sign, it's s. S without soft sign, s with soft sign. V, v. V without, v with. M without, m with. Hopefully it makes it more clear. It's not that particularly important if you're going to speak Ukrainian without using soft sign. You still will manage to get most things done. You will still manage to speak correctly, and it comes with practice, especially catching the difference between v and v, m and m. But this is the letter of Ukrainian alphabet, so this is why it's important to know what it actually is. So the third group for us is new friends. It's the letters that do not look familiar for average English speaker, like letter B, H, G, I, D, A, J, Z, E, Y, L, P, F, C, Ch, Sh, Sh. And now every letter in detail. So this is letter B, which makes sound B, B, B. B as in baby. For example, there is a word B, B, A, B, A. Baba, Baba, which means grandmother or old lady. Baba, grandmother or old lady. And what is important is that, so you can see a picture here. This particular Baba or old lady is Maria Primachenko, the artist who painted the painting at the very beginning of this presentation. So Baba, grandmother or old lady. Next letter is H. H. It's similar to letter represented by English letter X, H, but it just makes, so in type, when you use H, it's when the air is coming straight out of your mouth. H, it's when it comes up and then goes down. So this is H as in Homo sapiens. And the word using this particular letter is noha. N, O, H, A. Noha, which means foot or leg. There is one word for it in Ukrainian. Let's go for the next for the next letter, which is letter G. Yeah, it looks similar to H, but makes sound G. It has this little thing up here, letter G. Yeah, as in get. And the word using this letter is G, R, U, N, T. Grunt. G, R, U, N, T. Grunt, which means soil, as you might see here. Another one is E. E, as in feet. It looks like English I, and it makes long, but it makes the sound as two E's. So E. For example, there is a word N, I, ni, which means no. Ni means no. Or there is a word N, I, S, nis, nis. So now please try to guess, what does nis mean? I'm launching poll for you now. Okay. Very well. I think that it's everybody's guessing right. Good. Very well. Well, as most people guessed, nis means nose. Yeah, a part of your body. Nis. Yeah, nis means this is nose. So very, very well. Good. Now let's go for the next letter. It's letter D. Letter D. D as in deer. D. And there is a word that you can use. Dido. D, I, D, O. Dido. Dido, which means grandfather or old man. Dido is grandfather or old man, as you might see in the picture. And this particular Dido is from Hutsul. He is Hutsul, which is an ethnic group in the west of Ukraine that lives in the mountains. You can see it in his distinguished clothing. Hutsul. And he is Dido, D-I-D-O, Dido, grandfather or old man. He is probably both. Next letter is A. Yeah, so it looks like English letter E, makes the different sound A. Bad, as in bed. Yeah, and so then there is a word with it, mer, M-A-R, mer, mer. And try to guess, what does this word mean? So what does mer mean? Does it mean see, mayor, or governor? Okay, I think that it's very split. A lot of people voted for C. A lot of people voted for mayor. And it makes sense because in French, and I know that some other Roman languages, C does sound somewhat similar to mayor, but in Ukrainian it's mayor. Mayor is mer, mer. Very well. Now let's go for the next letter. It's letter J, J, J. And it's J as in pleasure, pleasure. There is a word that you can use with it, which is J, U, K, juk, juk. And the kids in Ukrainian schools are, whenever they are starting these letters, they try to memorize it this way, that J, letter J, does somewhat resemble a bug, and the bug makes a sound Z. So this is how we were memorizing it in primary school. And maybe this will work for you as well. So żuk means bug. Very well. Let's go further. So there is a letter Z. It looks like a big 3 and then small 3. So it's Z as in zoo. Yeah, and there is a word that uses it. B, I, Z, N, S. Business. Business. And I think it's pretty clear what does it mean. It means business. So business means business. The next letter, it looks like backwards N, but don't let it trick you. It's not N, it's A. Like very short sound, A. I always tell my students, if you want to pronounce it, imagine like somebody kicked you in the stomach, and you're like, A. As in little bit, A. For example, there might be confusion between E and A. So the A as a backwards N would be in a word kit, which means whale. So kit means whale, but kit means cat. So A, the letter which we are studying now, is what kit is in word kit is whale. Kit is letter E, as it looks like English I. On the other hand, is cat. So kit, A, kit, E. And we're now doing letter A, kit. The next one looks very similar to A, but it's actually consonant. It makes sound Y. For example, as in clay. And it makes, and you can use the word Y or H, A, yoga, which means yoga. And you can see the difference specifically between H and G. Yes, sound yoga in Ukrainian, the H, and in English it's yoga, it's G sound. So this is yoga. Very well. Now the next letter is L, which makes sound L. L as in let. And there is a word you can use with it. L, A, Y, M. Lime. L, A, Y, M. Lime, which actually means lime. Very simple. The next letter is P. Yeah, you can see the difference. Letter L looks very similar, but it has like a little tail following it. Letter P is slightly different, and it is easier to to memorize letter P, as it's similar to letter pi, which is equals 3.14, I believe. Yeah. So P makes sound P as in pear, and the word you can use with it is pass, which means dog. Pass means dog. Then there is another letter. It's letter F, and it makes sound f as in flat. So there is a word with it, f, l, or t, float. 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 And please try to guess what does it mean. I'm going to launch poll now. Okay. Float. Okay, so what does it mean? Raccoon, floor, fleet. I think most people are guessing it. It's not a raccoon, it's not a floor. It means fleet, as a military fleet, ships. So float means fleet. Very well. Now let's go further. There is a letter C. C makes sound C, as in tsunami. It's when you use T and S very much simultaneously. So, for example, there is a word cirque. C A R K. C A R K. Cirque. Cirque. And please try to guess what does cirque mean. Is it theater? Is it opera? Or is it circus? I think that it is pretty much obvious. Most people guessed it. Let's wait a few more seconds. So, cirque. Cirque means indeed circus. Yeah, as a place where you could see animals. Cirque means circus. Very well. Let's go for the next letter. The next letter is ch. Ch. Ch, as in cheap. Cheap. Ch. For example, you can use it in the big word, the biggest one I've probably done so far, Chernobyl. Ch, O, R, N, O, B, E, L, Mickey znak. So what does Mickey znak do here? Is if you have hard L, it's L. If you have soft L, it's L. L. Chernobyl. Chernobyl. So this is a city in Ukraine, Chernobyl, and you can see here Ukraine spelling of it. You probably, most of you are familiar with Chernobyl, the Russian spelling, as during the time of nuclear disasters that happened in Chernobyl. It was a part of the Soviet Union, but the Ukrainian spelling is Chernobyl, like this. Ch, O, R, N, O, B, E, L, Mickey znak. Chernobyl. Okay, let's go for the next letter. It's letter sh, like sh, sh. For example, there is a word quiche, K-I-sh, which means quiche as a dish, quiche. Then, I'm sorry for my inconsistencies in my presentation. So there is letter sh, which combines sh and ch, sh. For example, dość, there is a word dość, which means rain. Dość is rain. So now you have a few special friends or complicated friends as yi, you, ya, ye. Yi, you, ya, ye. So they are complicated friends or special friends because they consist of two sounds as U and E, U and U, U and A, U and A. So let's go for the first letter of this group. It's Yi. Yi as in yeast. Yeah, Yi. So Yi equals U and E. Yi. You can see it in the word U, K, R, A, Y, N, A. Ukraina. Ukraina, and as probably you all guessed, it means Ukraine. Ukraina means Ukraine. Good. The next one is U. U as in you. So it consists out of two sounds, U and U. U. And you can see it in the word U, P, I, T, A, R, Jupiter. Jupiter. And please try to guess what does Jupiter mean. Let me raise the ball. So what does Jupiter mean? Is it Mars, Earth, Jupiter, or Venus? Okay. Okay, very well. I think that most people guessed it. Pretty much everyone guessed it. It's Jupiter means Jupiter. Yeah, sounds very much similar. So Jupiter, так, U, P, I, T, A, R, Jupiter. So, very well. Let's go for another letter. Ya. Ya as in yard. So ya consists of two sounds, U and A. Ya. And ya means I, me. Ya. For example, I could say Ya Andrii. I'm Andrii. This is what my name is. Yeah, you can use it for introduction whenever you go to Ukraine. Good. And the other letter is yeah. Yeah. You know, as in yes or yeah. Yeah consists of two sounds, U and A. Yeah. Yeah is a very useful word. It means M is R. So it's verb. It's you can use it as, for example, say I am, he is, we are, etc. For example, I could say Я є Андрій. I am Andrii. In Ukrainian, you can skip yeah oftentimes. This is why I could say Я Andrii, I Andrii, which basically means I am Andrii, or Я є Андрій, I am Andrii. Very well. And so now let's take a look at abetka, which means an alphabet. So abetka, A, B, E, T, K, A. Abetka means alphabet. And please try to repeat after me. So there is, I will not say the names of the letters, but I will do their sounds. A, B, B, V, V, H, H, G, G, D, D, A, Е, Е, Ж, Ж, З, З, И, И, Й, Й, К, Л, М, N, N, O, O, P, P, R, R, S, S, T, T, U, U, F, F, H, H, C, C, Ch, Ch, Sh, 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 Sh. М'який знак, which sharpens the consonant. U, U, Ya, Ya. Good. So A, B, V, H, G, D, E, J, Ž, Z, E, I, Y, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, S, T, U, F, H, C, Ch, Ш, Щ, м'який знак, U, Ya. Very well. So now to learn how the sounds are pronounced when one letter is next to the other, please repeat after me. Ma, mo, mu, me, mi. Ma, mo, mu, me, mi. Ta, to, tu, te, ty, ti. Ta, to, tu, te, ty, ti. Na, no, nu, ne, ni, ni. Na, no, nu, ne, ni, ni. Ha, ha, ho, hu, he, hi, hi. 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 Now I'm going to do the one with letter H and then the one corresponding to it with letter H, so you can better understand the difference between them. Ha, ha, ho, ho, hu, hu, he, he, hi, hi, hi. Good. And let's try some other letters. Ka, ko, ku, ke, ki. Ka, ko, ku, ke, ki. Ra, ro, ru, re, ri. Ra, ro, ru, re, ri. La, lo, lu, le, li. La, lo, lu, le, li. Ja, jo, ju, je, ji. Ja, jo, ju, je, ji. Za, zo, zu, ze, zi. Za, zo, zu, ze, zi. Okay, very well. Then there is also a part which is of Ukrainian language that is not a letter, but still very important, which is A, P, O, S, T, R, O, F, apostrophe. Yeah, and I think it's clear what it means. For example, how does it function? It makes a pause, yeah, during when you're trying to pronounce the word. For example, there is a word sim, ya, sim, ya. Yeah, you do not say simya, you say sim, make a little pause, ya, sim, ya, sim, ya, sim, ya. For example, so you understand the difference better, I'm going to pronounce some words without apostrophe and with. So, bia, without, bia, with, Pia without, pia with. Via without, via with. Mia without, mia with. Ria without, ria with. Fia without, fia with. Bu without, bu with. Pu without, pu with. View without, view with. Mu without, mu with. Ryu without, ryu with. Few without, few with. This is not very important, but just so you know. Okay, so now I would like you to imagine that you actually went to Ukraine, and so you have now, you can see all these writings everywhere in Ukrainian, and what I would like you to do is try to read this word, yeah, and write what does it mean in chat, if possible. Yeah, for example, this word is a, p, t, a, k, a, apteka. So, do you know what does it mean? Apteka? Yes, it indeed means pharmacy. It means pharmacy as a place. Very well. So apteka is pharmacy. Now let's try to do the other word. So there is a textbook. Can you guess what is it in? So what is this? Yeah. So it's a, k, o, n, o, m, I, k, a. Economica, which means economics, or it can also mean economy. Yeah, in this case, it's economics as a subject. And a very important question that you can ask is що, о, це, що це means what is this? You can say це економіка. Що це? Що це? Це аптека. Що це? Це економіка. Good. Now the next one. Can you read the writing and tell me what it is? Yes, very well. A lot of people saying it's B-A-N-K, bank. It's bank, and the name of it is Kyiv, Kyiv, which is the capital of Ukraine. You might have heard the spelling Kiev, which is Russian spelling, and Kyiv is the Ukrainian one. So this is Ban Kyiv. Very well. So now this is a little bit trickier. So try to read the top word. Yeah? What does it mean? Okay. Very well. I think most of you guessed it. It means, so first of all, it spells K-A-V-A. Kava means coffee. Specifically, here it's kava, z-i, l, м'який знак, v-o-v-a. Kava zі Lvova, coffee from Lviv. Yeah, it's a city in the west of Ukraine. But you all guessed, well, kava means coffee. Now let's go further. What is this? What does that mean? Okay, I guess most of you are guessing right. So it's T, A, R, M, I, N, A, L. Terminal. Terminal. Which means a terminal in this way, it's terminal F. Yeah, and you can also see, I'm not sure if you see it very well, but you can see it says here P, R, E, L, I, Приліт, which means arrivals, as you can see. Good, so this is terminal F. Now let's go further. So this is, you can see 3 words here. I would like you to read the one in the middle and tell me what it is. Yeah, so this one. The one right in the middle. Okay. Oh, a lot of people here know what it is. Very well. So as someone said, it means, so International Airport Lviv. So A-E-R-O-P-O-R-T, aeroport means airport. M-I-J-N-A-R-O-D-N-E-Y, міжнародний means international. L, який знак В і В, Lviv means Lviv, the city in the west of Ukraine. So airport. Airport is airport. Good. Now, can you guess what this is? Okay. Very well. It's R, A, S, T, O, R, A, N. Restaurant, which means restaurant. Very well. Restaurant. Good. Now let's try to go for another one. So this is, what does this mean? Good. Very well. So as you remember, we did before, there was word kava, which means coffee, and this is K-A-F-E, cafe, which means a cafe, a place where you can, a sort of coffee shop, yeah, where you can go and get some coffee and food. Good. So then the next one. Okay. So can you tell me what this is? Yeah. Everybody's guessing it very well. So it's F-I-T-N-E-S-K-L-U-B, fitness club, which is sort of fitness club or gym. So fitness club is gym. Добре. І ось тут, не знаю, чи ви добре бачите, тут є слово, so this is a word in the middle. Yeah, and most people are guessing it very well. It's T-E-A-T-R, theater, which is a theater. Good. Now let's go for the next one. This one should be simple. Що це? Okay. Це бар. B-A-R, which means bar. Very well. Okay. Now this one, you can find it in Kyiv. Can you tell me what this means? Specifically the first word. And I see a lot of people, okay, getting both of them. So it is indeed the president of Ukraine. P-R-E-Z-E-D-E-N-T, president U-K-R-А-І-Н-І, Ukraine, the president of Ukraine. Very well. Now, this is one of the last ones. Can you tell me what this is? What can you buy in this shop? Okay, very well. So this is Ш-О-К-О-Л-А-Д. Chocolate. Chocolate. Yeah, chocolate is chocolate. Very well. And can you tell me what is the one on the right? What does the word on the right mean? Okay. It's S-U-P-E-R-M-A-R-K-E-T. Supermarket. Supermarket. The name of this supermarket is SAM. S-A-M. SAM means a alone or on your own, I think the idea is that you can cook everything on your own. And supermarket means supermarket. So now I think I gave you some basic knowledge of Ukrainian. So I would like to say дякую, 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 which means thank you. And in case you want to learn more Ukrainian and learn a little bit more the Ukrainian alphabet, there is a website you can find here, which is called ukrainianlanguage.uk/read. This is it's a very useful website because you can click on every letter and it will give you a sound it makes. So in this sense, it will be very useful. It also has a lot of exercises and grammar explanation and everything you need as an English speaker to learn Ukrainian. So if you also suggest you print screen this page or try to write this one down, this is tinyurl.com YCWA4EPS. It's a link where you can find all the words we did today. So all these words is dido, baba, mama, tato, you can have on Quizlet app and practice them whenever you want to. And also a lot of other resources for learning Ukrainian. You can find the sign up on our Facebook page. It's facebook.com Cambridge Ukrainian Studies, and following the hashtag Ukrainian language at Cambridge. I think this is we do have regular posts about resources for learning Ukrainian, and also you can go to www.cambridgeukrainianstudies.org and subscribe to our mailing list, so you can get more emails about our further events, lessons, etc. If you live somewhere in Cambridge area, you can also go to this website and find more information about our open courses of Ukrainian. So I'm going to leave this here so you can copy the links or do anything with them. And I'm also going to read some questions. Okay, so I think there is a question: any tips for pronouncing the letter R? It is indeed very hard. I would say that your tongue has to like jump up and down. It's hard to explain it the way it's supposed to be. I think it's only practice that would help. But even if you're going to use the English type of R, it's going to be okay. Everybody in Ukraine will understand you. The next question: it's hard to determine where to put emphasis. Mama, for example, is there a rule for emphasis, or do you have to just learn them? So the problem with Ukrainian, unlike Polish or some other Slavic languages, we do not have fixed stress, fixed emphasis. So you do have to, unfortunately do have to learn it this way. The good thing is that in most dictionaries you would have it, or textbooks, you can see where the emphasis is. So for example, with the word ma, it will be ma. Yeah, it's on the first syllable. Okay, I see these ones are pretty much. So can I post the links so you can click them? Yes, when I finish answering these, I will put them in group chat. So Russian is in Ukrainian. So Russian is Ukrainian. Just in Ukrainian case, and Russian, yeah, is Ukrainian. It's kind of hard to, so it's a question from Valentin Josin. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. So pretty much this is correct. Yeah, it's they are the other way around, with the only difference that in Ukrainian, the letter, yeah, the like ground letter is faces the other direction. So will there be more of these lessons? I enjoyed this one very much. Thank you very much. I'm happy to know that there is Cambridge. So if you live in Cambridge area, you can sign up for Ukrainian open courses, and you can find them on our website. They are free, but we did not plan other online classes. Maybe because of the lockdown and coronavirus, we could allow other people participate in our Zoom sessions, but we're not sure about that yet. So you can follow the information on our Facebook page, and if there will be a possibility of doing that, we'll let you know. Will you be offering online tutor services? Not at the moment, but I think there are a lot of places where you can find online tutoring sessions on the internet. So I think that there are also other ones are links, and thank you very much for taking the time to teach a very interesting webinar. And thank you. I'm pleased. I'm sorry about the problems with my presentation. Now, okay, if you have, I hope you, okay, I think that I've answered all questions. Well, I am going now to copy this, all this information and put it in group chat, so everyone can just click on them. So here you go. You unfortunately could not click, but you can definitely copy them and put them in your any file you want. So what's a good, I see some questions are now in group chat. So what's a good source to practice pronunciation? It's hard to tell. My personal recommendation would be go on Facebook, and there are a lot of groups there that offer tandem. So you can, for example, like Learn Ukrainian, etc., Ukrainian Learners Group. These are the groups where you can find a lot of Ukrainians who would be happy to teach you and help you with your Ukrainian in exchange for you trying or helping them to learn English. So I think this is the cheapest and the best option, and I think that's better than watching movies in Ukrainian or anything else. And okay. Okay, if you cannot, so after you learn the alphabet and you know a few words, how you should start understand people, because when they talk, it could be hard to understand them. And in a sense, struggle for me as a native Ukrainian speaker. It was very hard to go to the United States or the UK and understand what people were saying. I knew the words, I couldn't get a single word of what they were saying. And I think it's the important thing is just to practice it. And I think if you find someone who will be willing to teach you a little bit of Ukrainian, in exchange for you teaching them English will be very can work very well for you. So I think it's just practice. I don't have any other way. I don't know a better way than practice to start understanding native Ukrainian speakers. Let me see if there are more questions. Okay. Thank you for your compliments. And so if I have any tips for native Russian speakers, I do. There is a website called House. You can make sure that you're looking for a Ukrainian website. I think it might be .org, but I'm not exactly sure. It's a website that just published an online course of Ukrainian specifically for those who are Russian native speakers or just Russian speakers. So it will be very useful in that way for those who already speak Russian to learn Ukrainian. And you should find it's called the Ukrainian in 27 lessons. But I'm not, so there is this online course, you can Google it. I cannot give you an actual link right now, but it's out there and I've seen it and I think it's very, very good. So anyway, thank you all very much for attending this webinar, and hope that this is your first step towards learning and mastering Ukrainian, and yeah, hope to see you at our other online events. So have a nice day, everyone. Goodbye.